Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the constant noise around you, craving a moment of peace and silence? Today, we explore the profound power of silence and its ability to transform our lives. Gautam Buddha once told students that our words can be incredibly powerful. He said that our tongue, which we use to speak, is like the sharpest knife in the world. Our words can hurt people emotionally, even if they don't physically harm them. But when used wisely, our words can also be a source of great strength. In the hustle and bustle of life, we often overlook the power of silence. Have you ever taken a moment to reflect on how much of your day is filled with noise and chatter? Imagine how different our lives could be if we embraced moments of quiet reflection. Buddha taught that silence is the first step to truly knowing oneself. Without silence, self-discovery is impossible. Once upon a time in India, there was a famous Buddhist monk who lived deep in the quiet forest, far from the noise of the world. One day, a restless king, despite his wealth and fame, sought the monk's help. He said, "Respected monk, I feel tired, frustrated, and upset. My mind is restless even though I have everything I could desire." The monk replied, "You already hold the answer within you, but have never discovered it. Would you like to do an experiment? After this experiment, there will be no unrest and worry in your life." For the next 15 days, the king stayed in the monastery, living like a normal person and speaking as little as possible. On the first day, his mind was more restless than ever, filled with questions and thoughts. But as the days passed, he began to feel an unexpected sense of calm and happiness. The king spent his days in solitude, watching nature and truly appreciating the beauty around him. By the 10th day, his inner restlessness had vanished. He found himself entering deep states of meditation, experiencing profound inner peace. On the 12th day, the king approached the Buddhist monk and said, "Respected monk, I have discovered why my mind was so troubled." The monk asked him to share what he had learned. The king explained, "I used to talk too much and often thought negatively about others. This excessive talking and negative thinking wasted my time and disturbed my mind. As a result, I couldn't perform my tasks effectively and started failing in almost everything, which made me even more unhappy and easily annoyed. However, these 15 days were a transformative experience. Now I feel like I'm truly living life to its fullest. And I realize that we don't have to force meditation. It happens naturally." The Buddhist monk explained that many people in the world talk too much, causing problems in their lives. He shared a story about a student who once asked Gautama Buddha why he was silent so often. Buddha replied, "I stay silent to dive deep within myself. Silence is the first step to truly knowing yourself. Without silence, self-discovery is impossible. Only speak when necessary, and you'll see that most of our talking, about 90%, is harmful. If people didn't talk too much, it could reduce about 90% of the problem. When people become quieter, there are fewer fights, less restlessness, and less arguing. Furthermore, those who talk too much are sometimes mocked by others, while those who speak less and stand by their words earn respect. People tend to pay attention to and trust the words of someone who speaks thoughtfully. A person with a troubled mind typically finds it hard to succeed because they lack genuine interest in their work. True intelligence lies in knowing when, where, and what to say, and those who develop this skill tend to succeed in various situations. A person who speaks less often becomes the center of attention and tends to succeed in various pursuits. Observing the qualities of great individuals, we find that they use few words, carefully considering what they say, which contributes to their success. In contrast, many who talk excessively often resort to dishonesty and spreading negativity, harming relationships and reputations. This behavior makes those close to them try to avoid and stay away from them. Ancient texts from different cultures talk about how our words reflect our beliefs and values. Being quiet helps us become patient, making us more aware. Meditating can help us understand ourselves. So my friends, I suggest you spend at least 20 minutes alone in solitude every day. This can bring positive change in your life. Take a moment now to reflect. How often do you find time to sit in silence and connect with your inner self? As we come to the end of this Zen journey, I invite you to become an integral part of our Inspira Zen community. you found inspiration in this story, support us by hitting the like button, sharing it with your friends, and leaving a comment below with your thoughts or any Zen stories you'd like to hear next. For more moments of motivation and tranquility, don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell. Your engagement fuels our journey. Thank you for walking this path of wisdom and enlightenment. Take a moment now to close your eyes and breathe deeply. Feel the stillness within and let go of any tension or stress. Notice how your mind begins to calm and your thoughts start to settle. This is the beginning of your journey into the profound power of silence. Embrace this moment of peace and let it guide you through the rest of your day. Continuing from where we left off, let's dive deeper into how silence can transform various aspects of our lives. Silence and mental clarity. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the sheer volume of information and noise in your daily life? Our brains are constantly processing stimuli, which can lead to mental fatigue and stress. Silence offers a much-needed respite, allowing our minds to rest and rejuvenate. Studies have shown that periods of silence can improve cognitive function and enhance our ability to focus. Imagine starting your day with a few minutes of silence. Instead of reaching for your phone or turning on the TV, sit quietly and let your mind settle. This simple practice can set a positive tone for the rest of the day, helping you approach tasks with greater clarity and purpose. Silence and emotional well-being. Our emotions are deeply connected to the noise around us. Loud environments and constant chatter can exacerbate feelings of anxiety and stress. On the other hand, silence can have a calming effect on our emotion, helping us feel more centered and balanced. Have you noticed how peaceful you feel after spending time in nature, away from the hustle and bustle of everyday life? Nature's silence can be incredibly therapeutic, providing a natural antidote to stress and anxiety. By incorporating more silence into our lives, we can create a sanctuary of calm amidst the chaos. Silence and creativity. Many of history's greatest thinkers and artists have credited silence as a key component of their creative process. In the absence of noise, our minds are free to wander and explore new ideas. Silence provides the space for our creativity to flourish. Consider this. How often do you give yourself the gift of silence to think and create? If you're a writer, artist, or anyone involved in creative work, try incorporating periods of silence into your routine. You might be surprised at the inspiration that flows when you allow your mind to be still. Silence in relationships. In our relationships, silence can be a powerful tool for deeper connection and understanding. When we listen more and talk less, we create space for genuine communication and empathy. Silence allows us to be fully present with others, fostering stronger and more meaningful connection. Reflect on a time when you felt truly heard and understood. Chances are, it involved someone who listened to you in silence without interruption or judgment. By embracing silence in our interactions, we can offer this same gift to others, strengthening our relationships and building trust. Practical tips for embracing silence. Now that we've explored the benefits of silence, let's look at some practical ways to incorporate it into our daily lives. Morning silence. Start your day with a few minutes of quiet reflection. Sit in silence, focus on your breath, and set a positive intention for the day. Silent breaks. Throughout the day, take short breaks to disconnect from noise and distraction. Find a quiet spot, close your eyes, and simply breathe. Nature walks. Spend time in nature without any devices. Listen to the sounds of the natural world and let the silence rejuvenate your mind and spirit. Mindful listening. In conversations, practice listening without immediately responding. Give the other person your full attention and appreciate the power of silence in fostering connection. Evening reflection. End your day with a moment of silence. Reflect on the events of the day, express gratitude, and prepare your mind for restful sleep. Embracing silence in a noisy world. In our modern, fast-paced world, silence can be hard to come by. However, by consciously seeking out and embracing moments of silence, we can experience profound benefit for our mind, body, and spirit. Silence is not about the absence of sound, presence of inner peace. As we come to the end of this Zen journey, I invite you to reflect on how you can incorporate more silence into your life. What small changes can you make to create space for silence and stillness? How can you use silence to connect more deeply with yourself and others? In the words of Rumi, quieter you become, the more you can hear. Let this wisdom guide you as you explore the transformative power of silence. Thank you for joining us on this journey of enlightenment and tranquility. If you found inspiration in this story, support us by hitting the like button, sharing it with your friends, and leaving a comment below with your thoughts or any Zen stories you'd like to hear next. For more moments of motivation and tranquility, don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell. Your engagement fuels our journey. Thank you for walking this path of wisdom and enlightenment. Additional reflections on silence. Let's take a moment to consider how different cultures and philosophies have revered silence throughout history. In ancient Greece, the philosopher Pythagoras believed that silence was essential for personal growth and self-discipline. His students practiced silence as a way to cultivate inner strength and wisdom. Similarly, in Native American traditions, silence is seen as a way to connect with the spiritual world and honor the sacredness of life. The poet Khalil Gibran once said, "Silence is the language of God. All else is poor translation." This profound statement reminds us that in silence, we can experience a deeper connection with the divine and the mysteries of existence. The science of silence. Modern science has also begun to uncover the benefits of silence. Research has shown that silence can lower blood pressure, boost the immune system, and reduce stress hormone. It can also enhance brain function and improve mental health. One study found that just 2 minutes of silence can be more relaxing than listening to relaxing music. Silence has a unique ability to calm the mind and promote a sense of well-being. It's as if our bodies and minds are naturally attuned to the restorative power of silence. The challenge of embracing silence. Despite its benefits, many people find it challenging to embrace silence. We live in a world that values constant activity and noise. Silence can feel uncomfortable or even threatening because it forces us to confront our thoughts and emotions. However, the discomfort we feel in silence can be a gateway to deeper self-awareness and growth. By leaning into the discomfort and allowing ourselves to be still, we can discover hidden truths about ourselves and the world around us. Creating a silent practice. If you're new to the practice of embracing silence, start small. You don't need to retreat to a monastery or spend hours in meditation. Begin with a few minutes each day and gradually increase the time as you become more comfortable. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. Notice the sounds around you and let them fade into the background. Allow your thoughts to come and go without judgment. Simply be present in the moment and embrace the silence. The role of silence in spiritual growth. In many spiritual traditions, silence is seen as a path to enlightenment. It is in the stillness of the mind that we can hear the whispers of the soul and connect with the divine. Buddhist monks, Christian mystics, and Sufi dervishes all practice silence as a way to deepen their spiritual understanding. Through silence, they seek to transcend the noise of the world and enter a state of inner peace and communion with the sacred. A call to silence. As we conclude this journey into the power of silence, I encourage you to reflect on the role of silence in your own life. How can you create more space for silence and stillness? What benefits have you experienced from moments of quiet reflection? Let's take a collective breath and embrace the silence together. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and feel the peace that comes from within. This is your sanctuary, your place of inner strength and wisdom. Thank you for joining us on this path of enlightenment and tranquility. Remember, the journey to inner peace begins with a single step into silence. If you found inspiration in this story, support us by hitting the like button, sharing it with your friends, and leaving a comment below with your thoughts or any Zen stories you'd like to hear next. For more moments of motivation and tranquility, don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell. Your engagement fuels our journey. Thank you for walking this path of wisdom and enlightenment. As we part ways, take with you the wisdom of silence. Let it be a guiding light in your daily life, a source of strength and peace. Remember, silence is not just the absence of noise, but the presence of everything that truly matters. Embrace it, cherish it, and let it transform your life. May your days be filled with moments of quiet reflection and profound inner peace. Until next time, stay mindful, stay peaceful.